so onions have been cooking down for about 5 minutes there, so they're just sort of starting to slightly go brown now, which is what we want in there. So those garlic cloves, there's about 4 or 5 garlic cloves there, and that other bit of ginger, which I've just basically minced down and grated the ginger as I did earlier. So what we're going to get that in next. So see again, onions starting to go slightly brown. So now we'll add our garlic and our ginger. If you add the garlic and ginger there too soon, you'll get a burnt, bitter taste off that. So I'm going to get that in, get open. So let that cook just out for a couple of seconds there. So we're just going to add our spices now. So coriander, about 2 teaspoons of coriander. Okay. A teaspoon of cumin. If you want another kick, add a bit of chili powder here. I'm just adding a wee bit of paprika. Probably a teaspoon of paprika. Half a teaspoon of Garamasala. Half a teaspoon of turmeric. We're going to use the turmeric again, just to make a bit of pilau rice. So, once pardon me, it's spice getting me. So, what you want to do is just add your spice in there, let your spice cook out 30 seconds or so. Smell coming off it. Just going up my nostrils. So. Right, so 30 seconds there. Just going to add about a tablespoon, just over a tablespoon of tomato puree. Okay, just want to cook that out for another wee minute as well. So this is the sauce. It's make it the night before, first thing in the morning, and just sort of make it all at once here. And then all I'm adding here is 1 carton of passata. You can add a tin of tomato. All passata is sieved tomatoes, so that's what I add in the cupboard. So getting used up. So now I'm going to turn that heat down, sort of the medium to low heat, and I'm just going to cook this out slowly, about half an hour. To this, I'm just going to add about about 150 mils of chicken stock. You can add vegetable stock, you can add water. Okay, and then all we'll do is just add a pinch of salt to that. 2 pinches, sorry, I was that. And just going to add 2 pinches of sugar. And then what we're going to do, guys, is just going to leave that to cook out for 20-30 minutes there. Just transferred that sauce to a smaller pan just because we're going to need this later on. So as my wife informed me, I actually do have skewers. So I've just soaked them in water for about 10 minutes there. And all you're going to do with this is just basically kebab them up. Just line that with a wee bit of grease proof just so it doesn't burn obviously with the yogurt and stuff. And then we're going to about 20 minutes before we're going to eat here. Just going to stick these in the oven at 200 degrees. 20 minutes should do it. Okay guys, so Nan-Bread, I've just literally turned the oven on there for my chicken. It's just waiting for it to heat up. So once that's sort of doubled in size, we're ready to go. So floured surface. As I say, it's the first time I've ever made Nan-Bread. So what you want to do is just knock that back. Okay. Just get that into a bit more flour there, yeah. And we're just literally going to split this into 4. So I use an old knife. So I'm just going to go a bit of flour in your knife, stick it. Just rough, you don't have to weigh these out to be precise. It's only in the house like. So I'm just going to put a bit too much flour in there. It's going to be really rough here. Slightly different sizes look. So I've turned the oven on there to 200 degrees just for our kebabs which are in here. So they're going to take about 20 minutes or so. Just make sure they're sort of well spaced out in the tray. So on to now guys, just you don't have a rolling pin, you can just do it with your hands here. Do you know what I mean? So don't have to be a perfect shape. So just roll them out. I've got a pan on here, medium to low heat. And what I've done is I've melted down a wee bit of butter. Where I've put a wee bit of 1 garlic clove minced up very finely, and some chopped coriander into it, which we're just going to brush over these ends. So just roll these out. So you can nearly do these an hour beforehand, and then it's just a matter of getting them reheating in the oven because there's a wee bit to do, getting everything ready at the same time. Okay, so once they're sort of rolled out, they don't have to be too precise, mine aren't. So I'm just going to put a wee bit of oil in this pan. As I say, make sure it's a non-stick pan as well. So you can dry like dry roast them, but I'm going to do a bit of oil. So oil in, medium to low heat. Then we're just going to do one at a time, so you're better off doing these sort of an hour before and then just sort of heating them up. And then we were just going to give them a couple of minutes each side. Okay guys, so just flip the naan bread. So just make sure it sort of gives a nice wee colour. Going to put a pot of boiling water on the back hob here. Do this for a pilau rice. So I'm about 15 minutes away, so by the time this comes up, another couple of minutes of the heat. So just the pilau rice, just add in about a teaspoon. Maybe just a wee bit more actually. Yeah, about a teaspoon of turmeric. That's going to get that beautiful colour. And then I've got here is a couple of cardamom pods. So wee seeds inside them, just back of a knife. And just crush. So then that'll give it the beautiful fragrant taste. So bang that in. And then with our masala sauce, I'm just adding, I think that's about, what's that, 150 millilitres of double cream, or you can use whipping cream. So I'm just going to add that now, and then just by the time everything else comes together, that'll be ready. Okay guys, so just on the third bit of naan bread. So as I say, you're actually probably better off doing this earlier on. So just going to add a rice now. Bring your rice up to the boil. You've got your turmeric, you've got your cardamom pod, and good pinch of salt. Use sea salt or table salt, whatever you want. Into that. So chicken kebabs, 10 minutes away, rice 10 minutes, naan breads, and we're ready to go. Okay guys, so that's the chicken ready. When you're checking it, just take the middle bit, cut it open with a knife, just to make sure it's cooked. And that right, oh, that doesn't break. What you're going to do is into your sauce. It's actually just easier to take it off with your fingers. Just leave it warm. So once all your chicken's in, just coriander. So I'm adding a good bunch, just add whatever you want really, yourself. So turn that off the heat, add your coriander in. And okay, so that's a chicken tikka masala. Pilau rice, and the last bit of naan bread just in there. Yeah, so thank you.